What's up everyone, let us talk about VEXANA's lore. And if you enjoy or first time watching about Mobile Legends animation content, consider subscribing because this is such a small channel. And let's continue. VEXANA, the young Duchess guarding the Necro Keep. Once upon a time in the land of Lumina City, there is this royalty. She is Princess VEXANA Gaius, very wealthy chick and spoiled by her parents. She likes bright lights and champagne, yes she likes like that. Sunroof and high fashion, yes she likes like that. Burgers na shorty, yes she likes like that. In fact, she never stepped outside the warm and bursting with life capital of Monyan Empire. And she never have thought of step foot in a ghastly fortress in the southern hinterlands. She's one bratty princess if I would say. However, by such unexpected turn of events, fate destined her to a very place she never intended to. Duke of the Ghostly Fortress in the South Ridgeburg, Duke Atticus offered a union to the house of Gaius. VEXANA's father agreed to this arrangement and offered VEXANA as a bride. She is gorgeous and single. No other is more suitable match. No choice with an ache in her heart, despite disagreeing to be politically married to a person she had never met before and live her entire life to a place far different from what he used to. VEXANA found herself inside her carriage, a long ride to the south. She read the letter of Duke sent to her introducing her to her future home. These are the southern lands, blessed by the old gods, where rainstorms come and go, silver glass bats in the moonlight glow. Sheesh. VEXANA admired the effort, but this alone won't relieve her worry. As she finally arrived in the fortress of Ridgeburg, home of her soon-to-be husband and soon will be her to govern. However, Duke Atticus was not present to welcome her, as he left the castle the day before she arrived because of a quest to clear the demonic invasion along the border. Demons? VEXANA shocked about this news, and yes, Fortress of Ridgeburg is located in between the borders of Lumina City and the Abyss, so attack from demons of Abyss is frequent in this place. Dreadful and misfortune, looking around at the damp dingy walls of the castle. It's so neglected, probably abandoned because of constant defending against demon attack. Compared to the Manya, where she was treated greatly, warm baths, lavish banquets, maids attending her every need. Now, only attending to her is grim-looking knight named Leomord. He's no maid, so he's useless. Better as a guard in the gates than her attendant. VEXANA find no redeeming quality in this place, so different from this lavish life she used to. This shot is salty AF. VEXANA planned to write a letter to her father, Lord Gaius, about her bad shipwreck situation. Such fragile princess that belonged to take charge of a dreadful staggering fortress, but being disrupted when she saw a pile of thorns had been laid at her castle. The resident of this place must be trying to intimidate me. Sir Leomord, find a freaking did this. Even the people of this place is irritating. To their surprise, barefooted children is responsible for this. According to them, these thorns are moonlight grass. These herbs could help one's mind when properly brewed. They intended to offer comfort for her worries, but felt down cause it ended in misunderstanding. Perhaps I judge these peoples too harshly. Let out a sigh of relief and reveal a shy smile. She pat the kids' heads and thanked them for their kindness. Maybe I could last one more week in this soggy pile of rocks. And then week passed, 2 and then 3. During this, her fiancé, Duke Atticus, still never returned to Ridgeburg, but she still received letters from him, a letter of affection and longing. She felt the pain in Atticus' letters, on how eager he wanted to return home. Perhaps these are similarities between both of them. Feeling relatable and infatuated from the letters, she had grown an affection for the man he had never met in person. This some long-distance relationship. But then the letter suddenly stopped. VEXANA probably been ghosted, leaving VEXANA in the air, with hope secretly developing inside her heart. Still, this didn't break her, because she already accompanied by people of rich, the people she cared for. 2 years had passed in a flash. The soft and salty northern princess matured into capable southern duchess, rebuild the crumbling walls, give shelter to the hopeless, solving every problem. VEXANA no longer wanted to live. Atticus no sign of reappearing, she had become the city's greatest and only hope. However, as if fate had heard her prayers, the herald come knocking on her doors. The Duke has returned! Loud cheers and celebration on the welcome of the Duke of Atticus. Vexana's heart escaped a bit of excitement. Those feelings she holding inside. Oh, how long she had been waited for this day, to had finally be with the guy she had been wrestling with. As he looked at his face, shown in his expressions, countless battle against the demons, his gaze was hollow and empty. His face a picture of resignation. I think it makes him much hotter. Look at Leomord. He also looked exhausted, right? And as soon as the wedding is set up, nobles and commoners alike all gathered in Richburg to watch the long-awaited union. With ponket in hand, the gorgeous bride had her eyes set on no one but her groom. As he opened the box of wedding ring, instead of a ring, a pair of dark magic wings spun out of the box. Embrace the world of death! Everyone in the hall panicked as Duke Atticus and his men corrupted and twisted their body, transformed, resembling the demons of the abyss. As they set up to ravage everything within sight, Vexana froze as a charging Atticus, his sword raised, lunging at her. Stop! Corrupted Atticus stopped as if Vexana's voice rekindled the flame within him. The bride reached out to his heart. Atticus, please, this isn't you. With this, Atticus seemingly regained consciousness, battling the monster he had become. For the sake of his people and beloved, Atticus ordered Sir Leomord to pierce his heart, put an end to his rampage. With his dying breath, Atticus entrusted Richburg to her beloved Vexana, a dark secret hidden to all but the royal family of Richburg. Eons ago, during the endless wars, the agony and resentment of hundreds of thousands of dying warriors condensed into a frightful curse. It could lay waste to any abyss creatures and magic, but with a trade-off, whoever touches by this curse, a fate worse than death. Dismiss. If there's no other choice, my love, the choice is yours. Atticus stared deeply into his fiancée's eyes, extended his demon hands to her gentle face. A mix of emotion flashed in his eyes, regret, gratitude, and serenity, until the claws of death snatched him from her arms. Inside the city, demon knights attacked everyone in sight. Outside, more demon forces were on their way. In desperation, Vexana picked Atticus' scepter. The magic power that ran deep in her blood exploded. She chose to forever guard the city. A dark fog soared into the sky and surrounded the whole fortress of Richburg. Every person, innocent alike, come into contact with this fog, screamed in agony. Their skin lost colors in an instant, while demons of the abyss is decayed into ashes, while those outside the gates retreated back into the abyss. Vexana could almost feel her spirit escape her body. During the chaos unfolding before her, the people agonizing cries, cursed that deformed her body. She fell to her knees, heart heavy with guilt. The residents, however, come and surrounded their young duchess, not with blame or hatred, but thank her for saving them from the abyss grasp. The black fog had since surrounded the Richburg for hundreds of years, as the once unfazed fortress rotted away. Rumors about Vexana were spread in the vast remote villages of the Land of Dawn. She was evil, bloodthirsty, and snatched away wandering children with deadly thorns. None knew that these rumors were all spread by Vexana herself. Women, she wished that these rumors would keep everyone away from Richburg, from the curse of the mist. Time passed, the name Richburg was forgotten, and people became familiar with the name the Necrokeep, the land of undead and home of relentless souls. In early morning, children pushed a crumbling door to school and imagined that we're technically zombie but still need to go to school. Average student experience. And when night fell, the whole family sat around the collapsed dining table. The food on the plate turned into dust. This again. Be grateful we have dinner. It's the same as yesterday. We may be dead, but we still have manners, young boy. But I'm on a diet. It was all pointless, but this way, they feel the resemblance of life. Whenever the abyss launched an attack, Vexana would stand up on top of the city wall and fight side by side with the soldiers. Leomord had tried to talk her out of this. She didn't need to be on the front line in every battle. She was the ruler after all. Vexana never agreed with Leomord. To her, being a ruler meant protecting each and every person following her. During full moon or while defending the land, necromancy allows her to summon a spirit of deceased warriors. She remembered every name: Blair, Howard, and James. I am not making these names, trust me. The souls of brave fighters converged into her loyal and powerful undead knight, guarding her even after death. At the place of his heart was the soul of the strongest fighter, former ruler of the Richburg, fiancé of Vexana, Atticus. Not even once had Vexana thought of leaving again. She had fully embraced her role as the ruler, gentle mother who loved and cared for all of the city. Vexana firmly believed that one day she will find a way to revert the curse and her people will have a taste of life once again. And yeah, that's the story of Vexana. The end.